Poker players need very little math to play well. Once and for all, I'm going to show you the correct way of counting outs, using the rule of 4 and 2, and calculating pot odds, so that you'll be able to make winning decisions at the table. Step 1. Counting outs. Here's an example of counting outs. Suppose my hand is the 6 of spades, 5 of spades. The flop comes down Queen of spades, 3 of diamonds, 7 of spades. In this case, my hand has almost no chance of winning unless it improves. If it does improve, I have a very good chance of winning. First, I see I need any spade to make a flush, or any 4 to make a straight. Notice that the 4 of spades appears twice. I'm careful to only count it one time. I have a total of 12 outs. 12 cards can come that will improve my hand to what I hope will be a winning hand. Step 2. The rule of 4 and 2. After I figure out how many outs I have, I use the rule of 4 and 2 to determine how often I'll make a winning hand. Let's start off with the rule of 4. After the flop, I multiply my number of outs by 4 to determine my chances of making a winning hand. In this case, I have 12 outs. 12 times 4 is 48. Therefore, I have about a 48% chance of improving my hand by the river. The rule of 2. After the turn card, I use the rule of 2. Suppose the turn card comes the 8 of clubs. Now I have 15 outs. All the spades make a flush, the 4s will make a straight, and 9s will also make a straight. I now multiply my number of outs by 2, and that tells me that I've got a 30% chance of catching a winning card on the river. Step 3. Calculating pot odds. After figuring out my chances of winning by using the rule of 4 and 2, I have to calculate the pot odds to make winning decisions. Suppose the pot has $300 in it. My opponent bets $100. Now the pot contains $400. I'm being asked to call $100 to win $400. My pot odds are 400 to 100, or simplifying that, 4 to 1. If I call $100, my $100 chip will represent 1/5, or 20% of the pot. So I need a 20% chance to win to justify calling. Step 4. Making winning decisions. After counting my outs, using the rule of 4 and 2, and figuring out the pot odds, I can make correct winning decisions at the table. This is what it's all about. Suppose I have 5 outs after the flop. 5 times 4 equals 20%. I've got a 20% chance of making my hand. After the bet, there's $200 in the pot. I'm being asked to call 100. I'm getting 2 to 1 pot odds. Therefore, I need a 1 out of 3, or a 33% chance to win to justify calling that $100 bet. I only have a 20% chance of winning, so in this case, folding is the winning decision.